Tozana bogogo nomkhulu salukwa sendoda lesugogo bathi nembatha umavula kuvala emzini yamadoda u-anti Usha, your number one locksmith. Today we are saying show up. Show up no matter what. Show up. Go. Wake up. Show up. And when you show up, you need to make sure ukuthi you show up holistically. Don't just show up nje in the sake of showing up. You must show up holistically. Coco, things are not going well. I don't even feel like going to work. Sometimes I don't feel like going to a family function because of the toxic environment. Gogo, my cousin passed on. Gogo, my sister-in-law passed on. Gogo, there's a graduation of my cousin daughter. Gogo, there's what I can't because of I feel otherwise. As long as there's no protection order or you were never told 99 ukuthi you are not welcome here, show up. I'm not saying show up in a sense that you need to go to places that you don't want to go. Something tells you what you don't want to go. No. But don't avoid to show up for the reason of somebody. I don't want to show up because of somebody, but you want to be there or you have to be there. But when are you saying, I don't want to show up because of Usman, but I know Batin is going to be there. I can't stand him. All right, sharp. You can't stand him. So you are not going to show up because of Ubatini. We are not going to show up to that interview because of Ubatini works there and you are called for interview. We are not going to show up for that business presentation because of Ubatini is in the same industry of it. We are not going to show up because Ubatini is a family friend. Yeah, what's one king, Mzalwan? Today I want to keep it simple. I want to tell you what Muti requires you to do. Those are the requirements of Umuti. I'll give a typical example that you will all quickly understand. If this is Umuti for hearings, disciplinary hearing at work, court case, would you not show up because of you think Umuti will show up on your behalf? I remember I was dealing with this other case and this girl said to me, I thought if I can put the doctor's note to the court through my lawyers and then this Muti will have an opportunity to work well in my absence. I said, no, sis, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. And the Muti I gave you, that's why I said the third day should be the day of the court case, because you need to show up. You need to be there. You need to be present. You need to show up. So today we are saying that, guys, show up. Despite anything that is going on into your life, show up. And most importantly, guys, this one is a cornerstone. Lalela, this one is a cornerstone. This one, take it as I'm telling you. Please, please take this one as I'm telling you. Lalela, this one, refuse. Someone can stop you from anything else to attend that function, to attend that event, to whatever. Whatever. You can allow any obstacle in your life to happen. But don't... Oh, where's my English? My English data is very low today. I don't have enough English data today. Don't allow anything that will stop you to show up for yourself. Refuse to show up for yourself. Refuse to deny yourself to show up for yourself. Refuse that part. You must always show up for yourself. You must always show up for yourself. The same way you used to show up for your friends, the same way you used to show up to go and have fun, to go and do what to do, the same way you used to show up for alcohol, to show up for girls, to show up for boys, to show up for toxic relationships, to show up for her, to show up for him. Don't deny yourself to show up for yourself. Guys, show up for yourself. Do it for yourself. You know, my journey into recovery, it's so amazing to me. It's so amazing. It's deep inside me, because for the longest of time, I say to myself, but hey, dude, you are showing up for yourself. I'm present, in my life now, because I'm sober. I'm present in my calling because I'm sober. I'm present in my small anyana business because I'm sober. I'm present. I'm present. I'm showing up for myself. If anything that is going to benefit me, I will show up for it. You know, there's a lot that is happening in me, in my life lately. A lot. There's lots of attacks that I sit down and say, why? And quickly something said to me, why somebody else, Batin? Why should it happen to somebody else? Why not you? Why not you? And at the end of this video, I'm going to share the twist that I normally tell people who are going through what I'm going through. Uguti, what's next? So I'm going through the most in such a way that I have to calculate my traveling. I need to think very well when I need to leave the house. So because of my recovery, I attend AA meetings every day. So what I do is that I know in the afternoon, I'm going to need the car. Definitely, I'm going to need the car. So now I'm in a situation whereby it's either I request, I go to that destination that I need to show up at, or I take a taxi. Gogo, do you feel awkward? No, I don't. I don't. Because I know Uguti, as I'm going through these difficult times, I'm going through. I'm passing by. I said it on another video recently that it's all about understanding Uguti, nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent in this world. So with that understanding and understanding that understanding sober, it makes it easier for me to understand Uguti, I cannot afford to drive to Pretoria, come back, to drive to the Val, come back, then I still have to go to the meeting. I can't afford it. It's something that I don't have to stress about it to accept it. Mina, I don't accept things I don't have control over. I don't. Lalele, you can feel sorry for me, push up. Mina, I'm fine. So I had to realize, Uguti, I need to do something. What is it that, Gogo, that you have to do? I have to show up. Because I'm showing up for myself. Even if I'm going on something that will benefit my child. Like yesterday, something that it was about my son. I made means to show up. And I was very happy because I was not in denial from the time I went to sleep day before yesterday. And to the time I woke up, I did not have any denial. I knew I've planned my day. Uguti, I'm going to request, I'm going there. From there to my plan B, I'm going to take a taxi because it's a long distance, going to kill me in terms of requesting. And then from there, I'm going to do this. I've planned it already. and it made it so much easier for me. Imagine if I was going for a court case, that prepared, psychologically prepared. I understand I'm going for this court case and it's far and I don't have a car or I don't have a petrol to get to that place, and I'm okay with myself traveling with the taxi, waking up around 3, ngiyakapa, ngiyastima, ngijump from my stove. I know ukuthi I do my stuff, I eat my muti, I eat my smolanyana breakfast, which is not too salty or too spicy, so that my mood is still, in good environment inside my stomach. And then I go to the court case. When I go there, I speak to my muti. When I go there, my muti does its work because of inside benekant. Sharp. I'm not stressing. You know, there are people that are stressing in such a way that they will disturb muti. I've seen that. And I was still in the media. It was at Johannesburg Magistrate Court, downtown Johannesburg. And I could see this guy, man, Uguti. I have been attending this case. Not his case per se, but I have seen his case before. And it was coming okay. But that day, he was not himself. Lucky, he got postponement and he was out on bail. And when we went out, it was before I responded to my colleague. It was during the time I thought I was clever. Can't be because bam. Then we went outside and quickly I went to him and then I talked to him. So he was afraid because I had my 2 cameras with me. So he thought, hey man, media now on my case. I said, no, dude, I'm not here for that. I said, your case was coming okay, my brother. You were showing up for yourself. Although I didn't use the word showing up for yourself, but you were coming okay in dealing with this case. What happened? And he said what I just said. Hey, this thing, man, of thinking of coming here, fighting with these people. My car broke down last week. And so I didn't have a car, I woke up late, everything was not right. I had to lie to my lawyer that I'm sick and everything. So yesterday, as I'm sitting there where I went to be called, I was there 15 minutes earlier. When I was sitting there, that scene of me talking to that guy came as if it was just outside the building where I was. And I said, why is this thing? Why am I thinking of this thing? And I said, it's because I'm free. And I was just imagining myself now if I was at a court case. If I was at a court case, feeling so great as I was, Uguti, how things were going to be in that court case. And thinking about that guy, Uguti, I wonder if he did listen to me to say, dude, I said to him, la. Don't fix the car. Forget about the car. Your postponement is next month. I don't know, but it was exactly next month. The postponement, it was postponed to next month. Come back next month. Put it into your head. Take a taxi. If it means go to town every day, come to town every day with a taxi. Just for the fun of it, go back. Get it into your system. Lalela, your car, ifile, baba. Ifile. There's nothing you can do about it. Goko batini, but if you don't have money for fuel, it's like that. Injalo, baba. It ends there. Ayiko. Take a taxi. Whether you're going to town, Orange Farm, local, take a taxi, baba. Or request. Simple as that. So, I'm saying, guys, most of you or us, things they don't happen the way we want them to happen because we are not showing up for ourselves. We always do something for somebody. I'm doing it in case. You know what? I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of talking too much. I'll do it. Njani. So if you say you'll do it, do you think you're doing that person a favor? No, you are failing yourself. Because showing up for yourself, it simply means doing what needs to be done. without any hesitation. Just do what needs to be done. That's it. There are people today who can see, man, no, man, guys, alcohol is destroying me. Yeah? Alcohol is destroying me, man. No, man. Haibo, alcohol is damaging me. There are people who can see, haibo, naku ngifa ama-drugs. You know, when they go through withdrawals, when they start stopping, something says to them, go see them. Yeah? What about your friends? You know, I used to, when I pass Tops, it's written Coco Batin. You know, when I hear any noise and everything, when I pass the bottle store, it like it says, Woza Coco, Woza. And I'll feel here, I'm getting so dry and everything. And I said to myself, never and never. I said to myself, I'm putting a stop on this. Somebody challenged me last week. He said to me, hi, Gogo. Pelamina, I'm a loyal client of yours. I know you. There's no way you can stop drinking or on your own. I know what you got something. Unfortunately, no. No, I don't have muti that I used for me to stop drinking. There's no muti. There's nothing. I felt that here my English data won't work. I felt that utshwala bumhlulile. I came to realize ukuthi utshwala bungidrapile. I came to realize ukuthi I'm hopeless of alcohol. Alcohol is not for me. It was a one-way traffic. It was a one-way relationship. I loved what didn't love me. And health-wise, it shows itself. Financially, it shows that. And obviously, the problems that I've created for myself because of alcohol, it was enough evidence to do it for me. I did not stop drinking for my children. I did not stop drinking for my partner. I did it for myself. I came to realize mina ukuthi utshwala bungidlulile. Alcohol is not for me. And I'm tired of this life that I was living. And I had to stop. Was it easy, Gogo? No, it wasn't easy. Did you think it was going to be easy? I knew it wasn't going to be easy. But the desire to stop drinking, was so powerful that I went through my withdrawals without any medication. I went through my withdrawals without any medication. Yes, I do have medication that I take for my liver. I do have a medication that I take for my diabetics and everything. For all the conditions that were caused by alcohol, I do take medication for it. But I do not have any medication for the withdrawals. I've never went to buy anything for the withdrawals. I knew the only way to cure withdrawals is to get alcohol out of my system. How do I do that? Is to stop drinking. So if anything that you stop taking in, it will leave your body. It's simple as that. It was that simple. It was a difficult, simple thing I've ever done in my life. But I did it because I reached the point of showing up for myself. I've reached the point of showing up for myself. I sometimes, if the fuel affairs favors me, I sometimes drive 500 kilometers 250 kilometers, 250 kilometers back just to attend an AA meeting. Why? Because I see it works, because it's working for me. So I'm showing up. You may feel sorry for me to say, you know, when you go to these AA meetings with lots of white people, white people sometimes they charm me. They have this thing, oh, Batini, they can't even say Batini. Oh, Batini, Batini, or, all that pronunciation that are crooked. Hey, do you travel so much just for your sobriety and everything? No, for me. Not for my sobriety only, for me. I'm showing up for myself. Because I can see already, Oguti, the problems that I'm talking about here, that I'm saying I'm going through, 51% of them were caused by alcohol. 51% of them were caused by alcohol. Because decisions that we take over alcohol, in the midst of having the best motive at that time. But that best motive of mine, it didn't work. So I always tell people, when the healer says to you, don't take your motive with alcohol. You think, no, it's because of Ukoko Batini Mbata doesn't drink anymore. If you want to prove me wrong, prove me. But if you want to show up for yourself, listen to what I'm saying to you, because I know I don't want you to go through what I went through. Simple. God, why are you not ashamed to talk about AA? No, I was not ashamed to drink the way I was drinking. That is where I was supposed to be ashamed. So I cannot be ashamed about my recovery. I cannot be ashamed about my recovery. How do I become ashamed about the best doctor? About the best doctors of alcohol or of alcoholism, which is the founders of AA, which is the two founders of AA. How can I be afraid to talk about AA while I know for the fact that it's the best fellowship you can ever find? And understanding it's not a fellowship that will teach you how to stop drinking. No, they teach you how to stay sober. Simple. If you want to stop drinking, you must do it on your own. And then as soon as you are sober, they will then teach you how to remain sober. That's why I came up with Sober Beings. Please follow this page, guys, on Facebook, Sober Beings. On Facebook, please. I'll really appreciate if we can grow this channel in this page in Facebook, Sober Beings. I'll put it on the title when I upload this video. Sober Beings. Sober Beings is that it's okay. Simply thing that we are saying in Sober Beings, it's okay to be sober. Kurai to be sober. You don't have to want to fit in using alcohol and drug substances. It's okay to be sober. We are pushing the culture of sobriety. It's okay to be sober. It's okay that you have never tasted alcohol in your life. You are not a muhu. You are not ibari. It's okay. It's fine. Kushap. We are just pushing that. So please, guys, follow that. And I'm going to have other topics that talks about sober being and muti in this platform, because one of the things that made me to come up with Sober Beings is that I've seen the difference of person that drinks alcohol and they've got minimum problems, and somebody that doesn't drink alcohol that has huge problems. Sorry about that. They don't drink alcohol and they have huge problems in the midst of not drinking alcohol. But I've seen how quickly muti works on the one that doesn't drink alcohol, compared to the one with minimum problems, but they drink alcohol. And still they stay stuck on those problems because alcohol is poison. And unfortunately, there's no other way to talk about alcohol. And the danger about people who drinks alcohol, not all of them. Not everybody is an alcoholic. A person that drinks alcohol doesn't mean that person is an alcoholic. An alcoholic, you need to find out the definition of an alcoholic. We are not talking about alcoholics, we are talking about showing up for yourself. But I want to give this typical example. Most of the people who are alcoholics, hustlers, whenever they have money, the only thing they can think of is that expensive whiskey. Is to show off, is to buy people alcohol, is to show off, is to you want people to feel it, or you have money and everything. Thinking Muti Muti is stupid. Because why Muti will stop working? Because you are not showing up for yourself. That is not showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself is you know what you are drinking. You have to buy those booze and you put it in your house and then we shayele kancane whenever you want to. So today, I'm saying, guys, in closing this, the twist that I've spoken about. If you are not going to show up for yourself, no one is going to show up for you. Simple. No one is coming to rescue you. No one. You know, I can assist you with something. You can come here and I'll assist you something. Maybe you're my friend, and then I do something for you. You know, I'm not showing up for you. I'm not showing up for you. I'm simply putting a step or a puzzle. But at the end of the day, that missing puzzle that is going to complete this set, these puzzles, it's you. You need to show up for yourself. There's no one that is going to fill in for you. There's no one who's coming to rescue you. There's no one. Your uncle is connected with that and that. Even if your uncle can call you to say, hey, Mshana, that